Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of Austria Bound, where I take you through my journey from India to Austria. Today's episode is all about the application process for TU Wien, one of Austria's top technical universities and actually the largest in the country. TU Wien, or Vienna University of Technology, was founded way back in 1815, and it's now home to over 26,500 students and more than 6,000 staff members. It's located right in the heart of Vienna and is known for its cutting-edge research and strong international community, making it a popular choice for students from all over the world. So how exactly do you apply to TU Wien? Let's break it down step by step. So I've opened up the official homepage for the Technical University of Vienna, and I'm going to find the application procedure through the website. So I see there's an overview of how the university functions, latest news and all of that. But we're going to go into the studies section and prospective students. Yeah. So I see there are options of how to find your study at the TU Wien, how to apply, and once all of the process is done, how this would probably be for the pre-registration or enrollment and all of that. Okay, so we're going to choose admission procedure, how to apply, and go through all of this information, but there are three options: admissions to bachelor's, admissions to master's, or admissions for PhD. So choose your option. I'm going to go with admission to master's. There's a very well-defined timeline here, which is general admission period for the summer semester, for the winter semester, and all of that. You can go through it. Okay, so there are three types of admissions that happen, which is with an assessment procedure, with a selection procedure, and without a selection procedure. So for computer science, I'm assuming it's for without selection procedure. So for your course, it will specifically mention what the procedure is, right? So for without selection procedure, this is the admission process. So step one is we apply for the admission, and to apply for the admission, we need to gather a couple of documents. We put all of these documents together and we're sending these documents by post to the university. So to find the required documents that you have to send, if you have completed your bachelor's degree at the TU Wien, it's this link, but since we are international students, we would choose this link. Okay, so I see there's going to be an application. Go through the prerequisites. I know I satisfy the prerequisites, so I'm moving on. Okay, so these are basically the list of documents that we need. We need the duly signed application form. We need to give them a valid email ID. We need our degree certificate, our degree transcript. If the course is taught in German, we need to show them proficiency in German. If not, the course is taught in English, so we can show them proficiency in English, which is either IELTS or TOEFL. You need to have your passport copy. Okay, so that's about it. These are the list of documents that you need to send, but I've also sort of made note of the documents that I am going to send. You need a Word document of all of the documents that have to be submitted to the university. So you need your duly signed application form. You need an official legalized copy of your degree certificate, officially legalized copy of your transcript, IELTS, passport, and I think that's all they've asked for. But I will show you what I'm planning on doing. So I have made a cover letter. Essentially, this is going to be the first page of all of the set of documents. And I've kind of introduced myself. You can introduce yourself with your course name, your university name, and attach the following documents, right? Now, the reason I've attached all of these additional documents like resume, my statement of purpose, I've gotten some awards and certifications. I also have a couple of years of work experience. By a couple, I mean 1 year. So I've attached my roles and responsibilities during my employment as well. And the reason I'm adding all of these additional documents is to enhance my application. You have to understand that with the coming years, the number of international students applying have increased exponentially. So it is important to make your application stand out as much as possible and really be highlighted. So I have attached a cover letter. This cover letter is absolutely optional, but I would sort of recommend it. So these are the documents that I'm going to send. And now I'll show you the application form. Okay, so coming back to this website, step 1 was application for admission, duly signed application form. So I'm going to click into this option. Yeah. So this is the form. You have it both in German as well as English. Fill it up. So I want it for winter semester 2025. For which field of admission? So we're going to do masters in software engineering and internet computing. Surname, first name. We can leave this blank, registration number. Academic degree, I'm going to mention I have a bachelor's in whichever degree. Date of birth, citizenship, Indian, female. Postal address is your Indian or wherever you're from, house address. Email, this is very important because sometimes communication happens through email as well. Was I already enrolled at an Austrian university? No. Registration number, leave it blank. Which university you were a part of? So mention the university, mention dates. If you have more than one degree, mention all of it. Major field of studies, you can also mention your minors as well. Date of graduation. German language skills, you can leave it blank if you don't have any. If you have any, choose it. English language skills, as you can see, it has to be B2 or higher. And that's it. So write the date, your signature, print this out, and this would be the first document that you place after your cover letter, or the first document that you place. Coming back here, we now have our duly signed application form, and I'm going to explain to you the meaning of officially legalized copy. This is very, very, very important. Okay, important points. What does officially legalized copy mean? And the only reason I'm explaining this is actually because when I sent my application form the first time, it got rejected because my documents were not officially legalized as per their standards. If you're an Indian, the process is that you first get your degree certificate or transcript apostilled. Once you have received the apostille, which is on your original document, it's going to be a stamp and a couple of seals. Once that's done, take a copy of your original document that was apostilled and get the copy notarized. So once the copy is notarized, you're going to have a seal that says true copy of the original. So that now is your officially legalized copy. This is very important. So you have two options in terms of legalization. Either you can directly send your apostilled original degree transcript to the university, which is a riskier option, but if that's what you want to go for, you can do it. Remember that way you can apply to just this university. You can't apply to the other universities because a lot of other universities require this document as well. So that's one option. The other option, which is the option that I'm going to go for, and which is what I went for as well, is get the original document apostilled, take a photocopy of the document, which also has the apostille stamp and seal, get that notarized. So now your copy is actually going to be the true copy of the original. That notarized copy now is an officially legalized document, and this is going to be the document that you send to the university. Again, this has to be all printed out in color print. Okay, another very important point is how you can check the status of your application. Because you are bundling up all the documents together and sending it by post, it's always sort of a hesitation as to what the status of your application is, whether it has reached, whether it is under progress, whether they are even taking a look at your application. So the ideal standard is after 8 weeks since you have sent the application, you can check on the status of your application by filling out a contact form. So the official website actually has something called a contact form, which I will show you. Okay, so this is the contact form. You can mention all of your details and choose master, choose you can actually translate this to English. Yeah, so choose masters, choose your study program, and you can mention that it's regarding your application status. So this contact form is what you should fill. I will link this form in the description. It's very important to check on the status of your application. So coming back to the actual process, once your application is received by the university, you can either track it through the post that you're sending it through. I sent mine through DHL, but you can send yours through India Post or whichever. One important thing to note is that you cannot send it through express shipment, so it has to go through the normal process, and you can follow up as discussed on the status after 8 weeks. Again, within the period of 8 weeks, you can check with them to see if your application or documents were actually received, and they will respond to your inquiry. The ideal process is after the completion of 8 weeks. Ideally, if you are selected, you will receive an email from the dean's office saying that you have been admitted to the program. Just to highlight, your admit letter is going to come back through post. So make sure that the address that you're mentioning in your application form is accurate. In the email that you receive from the dean regarding your admission, you will get a note that says it may take from 4 to 8 to several weeks depending on your location and your accessibility. So it's very important to be patient. Again, the process may differ depending on the department, but this essentially is the process for most departments. All of the important links will be linked in the description box. And that's all for today's episode. I hope this helped you get a better understanding of the university, the application process. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I'll leave all of the links in the description. Thank you. Bis bald.